The UK's economic future is in jeopardy, with a staggering £85 billion price tag attached to its sick and disabled population. This issue, highlighted in a recent report, reveals a growing crisis that could cripple the nation's prosperity. But here's the catch: the UK's workforce is shrinking, with 800,000 more people out of work due to health conditions compared to 2019. This alarming trend is costing employers a fortune, and the problem is only expected to worsen if left unaddressed. Sir Charlie Mayfield, former John Lewis boss, is leading a task force to tackle this issue, but it's not without its challenges. While the initiative has been generally well received, some business groups argue that Labour's Employment Rights Bill may discourage hiring people with pre-existing health conditions. This is a controversial aspect that could hinder the very solution it aims to provide. The report, commissioned by the Department for Work and Pensions, reveals a startling statistic: 1 in 5 working-age people are not only out of work but also not seeking employment. This inactivity could lead to another 600,000 people leaving the workforce due to health reasons by the end of the decade, further exacerbating the crisis. Sir Charlie emphasizes the far-reaching consequences of this issue, stating that sickness costs employers not just in terms of lost productivity and sick pay, but it also impacts the broader economy. He suggests that viewing health as a shared responsibility among employers, employees, and health services could be a solution to encourage people to stay in work. Loz Sandom, a 28-year-old with mental and physical health conditions, shares their struggle to find employment. They believe employers often overlook their duty to provide reasonable adjustments for disabled employees, missing out on talented individuals. Loz's story highlights the human side of this economic crisis. In response, the government has partnered with over 60 companies, including Tesco, Google UK, Nando's, and John Lewis, to combat the rising tide of ill health. These companies will work together to improve workplace health approaches, aiming to reduce sickness absence and increase disability employment rates. The government's vision is to make these changes voluntary by 2029, as Work and Pensions Secretary Pat McFadden explains. This approach is seen as beneficial for both employees and employers, as it helps keep experienced staff in work and supports those with health issues. However, not everyone is convinced. Peter Cheese, chief executive of the CIPD, which represents HR professionals, welcomes the preventative approach but cautions that the report's success hinges on businesses understanding and implementing these recommendations, with support from policymakers. As the government pushes forward with its Employment Rights Bill, which some businesses argue will hinder growth, and Chancellor Rachel Reeves' plan to guarantee paid work for young people, the controversy deepens. These initiatives, while well-intentioned, may have unintended consequences. So, the question remains: can the UK navigate this economic crisis, or will it succumb to the challenges posed by sickness and disability? The answers may lie in the balance between supporting those with health conditions and fostering a thriving economy.